Hey folks, I just want to show you these really beautiful wild asters. These flowers are just packed on here. And so this plant sort of like reminds me of baby's breath or something. It'd be great in floral arrangements. It really attracts the bees and even like these metallic green flies. Let's see if I can zoom in on some of these flies. These green flies are really beautiful. There's all sorts of bees, and there's different shades of green. There's dark green and light green, but they all just look metallic, almost like little robots, or they almost don't look real. They're so shiny and perfectly green. Beautiful green flies. And bees, honey bees, and tiny little green bees. And this year I haven't seen as much diversity, more just bees and flies, large and some large bees, but in years past these would be covered with little tiny bees of all different shapes and sizes. The diversity of bees really seems to be diminished quite greatly. There's a very large honeybee. Very pretty flowers. This is one of my favorite wildflowers, just some type of wild aster. But these on this side of the road here, these are very tiny little blossoms. They're less than like half the size of my thumbnail or smaller. And some of the other ones I've seen, especially in the backyard of my house. So I'm across the street here. My new neighbor's pretty cool. He won't mind. I was over there looking at his flowers. So I've been cultivating these wild asters, and everywhere I find them, I let them grow, and I save seed. And so these, they're almost as wide as my thumb. See, over there they were only half the size of my thumb, and they were packed on a branch. These are all spaced out. These are much more widely spaced out. See, they're larger blossoms and they're more spaced out. So the one over there on the other side of the street, they were just packed all along the stem. It was just very interesting. So a really interesting diversity is already sort of unnatural selection here, and I'm breeding sort of my own hybrids, I guess, in a way. These other flowers are doing good. These are just zinnias. These are the cheap zinnias that you get like at the dollar store, you know. 2 packs for $1 or whatever, or 4 packs for $1 even. I've seen these seeds. Really cheap, just zinnias, you know. They seem to do really well in this part of the world, so I'm here in northern Louisiana, so it's like zone 8 or so. It's kind of Mediterranean-like sometimes, and then we do get a lot of rain at times. But this is my fall garden. I planted this very late in the season. But yeah, all these zinnias are doing really well. Very pretty. And that's just some creeping sedum, stone crop they call that. I love the orange color. It just glows like Really just amazing color just pops out of there. And my lettuces, I'm letting my lettuce go to seed. I'm going to collect some lettuce seed and plant it again. And hopefully have some lettuce over the winter too. It's very cold hardy. These are really pretty, these pink ones. They just really pop too, like little snowballs. They're just packed with, really pretty the way they just packed with the petals in there. Hope the camera's focusing good on these. Really pretty in this sort of hot purple color. Really pretty, I like those. My favorite though is like these yellow ones, these sort of this pale yellow color and this sort of red orange. It's like a really hot colors. Yeah, it's like this hot pinkish orange, reddish orange. And then there's just this really bright, deep orange color. Really interesting. And then the backdrop of this sort of baby's breath looking stuff. Oh, it just looks so nice. The good contrast in there. Yeah, I'm gonna have to take some photos out here too. Just really pretty for wild, flowers. Or just for cheap, there's some marigolds in there too. Marigolds are finally starting to bloom. Marigolds are easy to grow from seed too, and then you can collect your own seed. Really nice. That over there is just a really neat, that was really packed with blossoms. I just love that. Just like a little snowball packed in there, just floating in the air too, seems like. Really neat. My little homestead. I love this hot purple. It's like a pinkish purple. That one's just purple. These are more hot pink purple. Really neat. And then just sort of this pale pink with the yellow. That makes it really neat when the sunlight's hitting that. Should have got out here and filmed earlier when the sun was hitting. It's behind the trees now. This is really neat though. Alright, well I guess that's it for this video. I just wanted to show mostly these wild asters. And then this one across the street here that's growing in my neighbor's yard. This wild asters. Really worth saving seed, I think, and cultivating these and protecting this species as best we can. The bees really love it. Honeybees. Oh, there's a nice big carpenter bee. Beautiful. Crikey, what a beautiful animal. Oh, we miss Steve Irwin, don't we? Look, that's like a horsefly looking thing. That's not even a bee. He's like a fake bee. It really looks like a bee until you see the head. Looks like some kind of horsefly looking thing. Never seen a bee look like that. Black bee? Really? Isn't that cool? Hope this is coming out on the film. Like a black bee of some sort, but it's really a fly, I believe. The head looks like a fly. There was one of those green flies. Very interesting. I could just sit out here and film these different insects and bees and green flies all day. Beautiful Louisiana wildflowers. Thanks for watching.